Hello again, this is my week 4 response regarding inauthentic contributions. Um, so the person that I've picked is a friend or a so-called friend, um, and in their kind of realm, they're in a leadership position, they have some authority, they have a large voice in their place of employment. Typically a very social person, especially to your face, a very nice person, but behind closed doors, under the cloak of anonymity, they are kind of a snake in the weeds, and just a very vindictive person, which is disappointing to kind of find out. In this situation, this person lost an internal competition. Um, and in this social media post, it was clear that this person just could not handle and accept defeat. So, but behind the cloak of anonymity, they attempted to slander and invalidate or diminish the winner's victory. Um, these comments that they make are always to a select audience, a receiving audience, um, and they're always behind closed doors, if you will. This person doesn't have the bravery to make their statements in a public forum. What I would do differently in this situation, if I was them, is just handle the defeat honorably. I'd accept that on that day of the competition, I was not the best person there. I'd congratulate the winner and honor their victory as opposed to trying to diminish it. I would never slander their victory or try to undermine their authority or the validity of their victory. And what I have done when I found out the source, um, I I tried to bring this person in. So um, I tried to head off without um, stating that I knew they were the source of the comments. I tried to nip that bud, if you will. I brought them in and tried to close the gap, make them feel more important. Try and minimize the hard feelings that came along with that defeat, um, and just trying to get them back on board. Um, it's also, I think, so trying to bridge that gap, but also an attempt to keep your enemies close, or if they're going to continue to make those type of comments. Um, I don't know. It's a frustrating situation to be in, but keeping your enemies close is kind of always suggested. Um, and lastly, I think it's our place as Christians to just try and be as forgiving as possible. So regardless of your initial reaction to these comments, you just gotta try to still treat that person the same way, and be forgiving, because everybody will be held accountable for their actions at some point in time. Like they say, what happens in darkness will eventually come to light. So eventually, this person's actions will be discovered, and they'll be held accountable for them. So when that day comes, we may never know, but it will come eventually. So that's it.